was very reluctant to release materials on occupation policies, on collaborators, because they never liked the idea of so many former Soviet citizens or members of the Red Army, soldiers, being employed by the Germans and expressing anti-communist or anti-Jewish views. But nowadays, with capitalism marching on the Russian land, I mean, is there any reason to keep those files secret? And it sounds simple, but the fact is that the German archives are split between big various collections in Russia. And the collection we deal with the case of Travniki or with Vlasov Army or similar formation, all these documents are in the FSB archive. And in the 90s, the FSB archive and the FSB system was restructured, and they sacked many interpreters. Nowadays, I think in the entire FSB archive, there is no archivist who could speak good German. I'm serious. When we decided to publish some documents in German and use their own interpreters or translators, they couldn't provide anyone because everybody was sacked. As the reason they would like us, I'm employed by the German Historical Institute, to help them to find someone who might contribute to translations or to help them to understand what is in the file. Because according to the routine archival system of the FSB, in order to release the documents, you have to submit a very detailed description of them in the Russian language. And if you have no translators, I mean, you can't do that. It means that if you keep those documents closed, you have no problems with this logistical side. So, in this case, I would like to say that there is no high politics involved. And the reason to think, though, is other projects we have with the Russian government and the Russian archival authorities. For example, the biggest collection of the German wartime documents is kept by the Central Archive of the Russian Defense Ministry. And German side, and I represent the German Historical Institute in Moscow, offered the Russian authorities to digitize all those documents and put them on the web, free for all academics. And we had a very lengthy period of preparation of that project, and we approached personally first President Medvedev and then President Putin, and the only answer we received was why we should do that, why it is so important. When we explained, Putin said yes, and the Defense Ministry signed the order, that's it. And Dieter Pohl is involved with this project, and it goes on, and now it's only the matter of money. And that is a problem, because when the German side got to know that it costs roughly about 2 million euros in time of crisis, many German foundations are very reluctant to share the money, I mean, on history. But it looks that we might do that. I mean, it's very important for the network of German Historical Institutes. The same concerns Travniki case. I think the absence of documents, proper documentation from the archive, from the Russian archives, is the major obstacle to, to provide the outcome of the research, final research, which our colleagues represent with such great expertise here. I mean, now we are at the stage when we just need the documents to finish the story. And in this case, I think it's all just a matter of proper diplomacy and proper political approach. With countries like Russia, you have to approach personally the highest leaders. In this case, it would be And that's what could be a decision of that. And I can't see any political element here, any political obstacle on studying this particular phenomenon. Thank you.